welcome back to Beacon English Podcast.
That's great to be back.
So, managing a health issue, it's already stressful, but trying to handle a doctor's visit in English when it's not your first language, that can feel, well, overwhelming.
Oh, absolutely. It really is. When you're feeling unwell, your brain's already working overtime, right?
And getting the right help is, well, it's vital. You need that communication to be quick, accurate, and frankly, as easy as possible.
Exactly. And that's really our goal today. We're going to explore the kind of English you need in a medical clinic setting. We want to give you clear, practical phrases you can basically just copy and use.
Yeah, this isn't about learning super complex medical terminology, not at all.
No. The aim is really strategic clarity, not perfect grammar. So you can walk into a clinic feeling more confident and handle those key moments.
Like explaining what's wrong, your symptoms.
Right, and answering those important screening questions accurately.
And understanding the instructions the doctor gives you. Those are the big three. By the end of our chat today, the idea is that you'll have a kind of communication toolkit, something ready to go that should really help lower that anxiety next time you need medical help in English.
We'll stick to simple structures, mostly, but we'll also add in some, essential vocabulary so you really feel prepared and well-informed.
Okay, let's maybe unpack this a bit first. Why do doctor visits feel like such a hurdle for language learners? I mean, even people with pretty good English sometimes just freeze up.
Well, I think it's a combination of things. It's a high-stakes situation. Obviously, your health is involved.
Yeah.
And you're also dealing with the physical stress of not feeling well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When your body's fighting something off, your brain actually diverts energy away from tasks like forming complex sentences or digging up less common words.
Right, so trying to speak really fast or use fancy grammar, it just makes things harder.
It really does. It increases the chance of mistakes, of misunderstandings, and that pressure, the pressure to speak perfectly. It's a real trap.
I can see it.
Yeah. So the best reassurance, I think, is to focus on what we could call high-efficiency communication. The doctor isn't there to grade your English.
Right, they just need information.
Exactly. They're mainly looking for just two things, two key pieces of information.
Okay, so what are those two things? The ones that simplify everything?
First, just what you feel right now, your main symptom.
Okay, what you feel.
And second, how long you've felt that way. That's it. That's the core of the medical history they need right at the start.
Huh. So if you can get those 2 points across clearly,
then you've communicated really well. It doesn't matter if the sentences weren't perfect.
that really changes the perspective, doesn't it? You don't need this like long flowing story. You just need the key facts.
Precisely. So the mindset we want you to try and adopt here is, well, simplicity, stay calm, speak slowly. Really. Short sentences are actually better.
They're more effective.
Much more effective. They take less mental effort from you when you're feeling sick, and they're clearer for the doctor to understand. Less room for error.
Okay. Let's think about the absolute bare minimum then. Say you're feeling really awful, and you can only manage a couple of phrases. What would they be?
Well, two very powerful ones are direct statements. First, I have a fever. That's a concrete symptom.
Okay, I have a fever.
And second, I need to see a doctor. That states the action you need.
Simple. I need to see a doctor.
Yeah. Those two phrases alone. That's a complete request for help. If you can say those clearly and slowly, you've already handled that first crucial step.
It really underlines that simple English is often the best tool in these situations.
Absolutely. Focus on those basic sentence structures, subject, verb, object. Complexity here can actually get in the way of being understood. And remember, you're doing great just by seeking help and preparing for this. Keep going.
All right, now let's build up that essential phrase, bank. These are the terms you'll likely need, and we'll look at how to use them so they're, ready to go when you need them. We've got about 7 key ideas to cover.
Okay. Maybe let's start with the practical words first. The ones you might use with a receptionist before you even get into the doctor's office.
Good idea. Number 1, appointment.
Right. An appointment is just that scheduled time to meet the doctor. It's important because you'll probably use it when you arrive, or maybe if you need to call first.
So what's the phrase?
The standard one is just, I have a doctor's appointment today. Simple as that.
And if I need to make one?
You'd ask, can I make an appointment, please? Adding please is always good.
Okay, that covers arriving and scheduling. Got it. Number 2, checkup.
A checkup is a bit different. It's more routine. It's a medical exam you have when you're not actually sick. Think of it like preventative care.
Ah, okay, so it's not because I feel bad right now.
Exactly. So if you're just there for that kind of routine visit, you can say, I'm here for a checkup. That tells the staff immediately that it's not an emergency and is probably planned.
Makes sense. Okay, now let's get into the words for when you are feeling sick. Number 3, pain. The feeling of hurt.
Yes, and this is key vocabulary. It's actually helpful to know the slight difference between pain and an ache.
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, generally, pain is more localized, maybe sharper, like a sudden pain in your back. An ache is often duller, maybe more spread out, like a headache or muscle ache.
Ah, I see. So like after I exercise, my muscles might ache. But if I twist my ankle, I have pain in my ankle.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. And the simplest, most effective way to talk about pain is that structure. I have pain in my body part.
Like I have pain in my knee.
Perfect.
Sure.
Or for the more general ache, you'd use ache like a noun. I have a headache. I have a stomach ache.
Okay. Now something important here. Often in places like the US or UK, the doctor will ask you to rate your pain, right? Give it a number.
Yes, that's very common. It's the 1 to 10 pain scale. You've probably heard of it. 1 is very minimal pain, almost nothing, and 10 is the absolute worst pain you can imagine.
So the doctor might ask something like,
They might say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain?
so a good way to answer, to show you understand, could be something like, I have pain in my back, and it's maybe a 7 out of 10.
Exactly. That number gives the doctor instant standardized information. Very useful. Okay, moving on. Number 4, medicine. This is, what the doctor gives you or what you take to feel better. But there's a distinction to make here, too.
Right. There's medicine you need a doctor's specific order for and stuff you can just buy yourself.
Correct. The doctor writes a prescription for controlled medicine, like strong antibiotics, maybe. You
Right.
take that piece of paper, the prescription, to the pharmacy or chemist's.
And the other kind.
Medicine you can buy without a prescription is called over-the-counter medicine. Or sometimes it's just OTC, like basic cold medicine or pain relievers.
So if I need something from the doctor, the phrase is still simple.
Yep. Just, I need some medicine, please. Polite and clear. But if the doctor asks what you are taking, knowing that difference is good, you could say, I am taking over-the-counter cold medicine.
That little bit of detail shows more understanding.
Nice. Okay, number 5, fever. This is when your body temperature is too high.
And the phrase for this is super direct, isn't it?
Very, just. I have a fever. Now, a common follow-up question you might get is about chills.
Ah, like feeling cold even though you have a fever?
Exactly. The doctor might ask, do you have chills? And your answer is simple, yes, I have chills, or no, I don't. Just be ready for that one.
Good tip. Number 6, sore throat. That specific kind of pain and redness in your throat.
Yep. Using that same I have structure, I have a sore throat. Easy.
And often a sore throat comes with a cough, right?
Very often.
Yeah.
So you might need the word cough. You could combine them. I have a sore throat and a bad cough.
Is bad cough enough detail?
Usually, yes, to start with. It tells them it's significant. They might ask more questions later, like if it's dry or you're coughing stuff up, but bad cough is a good start.
Okay. And finally, number 7, stomach ache. Pain in your belly area, your abdomen.
The phrase is, again, straightforward. I have a stomach ache.
What if it's really bad? Can I add something?
You could. You might say, I have sharp pain in my stomach. Using sharp gives more detail. And another key word for stomach problems is nauseous. If you feel like you might vomit, you can say, I feel nauseous.
Nauseous. Nauseous. Got it. That's a really useful one.
Definitely. So let's just quickly run through those again. Appointment, checkup, pain or ache. Medicine, prescription or over-the-counter. Fever, maybe with chills. Sore throat, maybe with a cough. And stomach ache, maybe feeling nauseous.
Those are really the building blocks. Practice saying them slowly. Focus on making the sounds clear.
Okay, so now we have the words. Let's think about how the conversation actually flows. It usually follows a pretty standard pattern in a clinic.
Right. There's a kind of sequence. What's wrong, how long, safety checks, then instructions. We should look at the sentence structures for each part.
Exactly. Let's start with the first part, describing the problem. So the doctor comes in, or maybe a nurse first. They'll usually start with a general open question.
Something like,
What seems to be the problem? Or maybe, how can I help you today? Or even just, so what brings you in?
and my answer should be,
Direct and focused. Use that frame we practiced. I have a symptom.
for example, I have a severe headache. Or maybe, I have a stomach ache and I feel nauseous. Short sentences are best.
Yes. Keep it concise at first. You also raised a good point earlier about being clear where the pain is. If it's pain, don't just say pain.
Use simple words to locate it.
Exactly. You can even point. Use a simple phrase like, the pain is right here, while pointing. Or, the pain is on my left side. Keep it simple.
Okay, so after I've said the main symptom, what usually comes next?
The next logical thing they need to know is duration. How long has this been going on? This helps them understand if it's something sudden, acute, or maybe something more long-term, chronic.
So they'll ask.
Questions like, how long have you felt this way? Or maybe, when did the symptoms start?
Right. And your answer needs that structure using I've had. Plus the time, the frame is I've had a symptom for duration. So if my cough started 2 days ago, I'd say, I've had a cough for 2 days.
Perfect. Or if it just began this morning. It started this morning.
What if it's something I've had for, like, years? A long-term thing.
That's where the word chronic might come up, meaning long-term.
Oh.
But you can just state the time simply. I've had this problem for many years. If they need more detail about when it first began, they might ask. They might use the word acute for something that started suddenly and is severe.
So it started suddenly would work for acute.
Yes, absolutely. Your basic phrase is just about stating the duration clearly.
What if it's only been a few hours? Should I say hours or just round it up to a day?
Oh, definitely say the hours. Be precise,
Yeah.
especially for things that come on quickly, like maybe food poisoning or a sudden allergic reaction.
So I felt sick for 4 hours. It's better than less than a day.
Much better. That exact timing can be really important diagnostic information for the doctor. Okay, next up are the safety checks. This part is super important, non-negotiable really. You need absolute clarity here.
Right. The first big safety question is usually about allergies. They'll ask, do you have any allergies?
Yes, and this covers everything. Reactions to medicines, foods, even things in the environment like pollen or dust.
So how do I answer?
Be specific if you know them. Yes, I'm allergic to nuts. Or if it's a medicine, yes, I'm allergic to penicillin. Very important to name it if you know it.
And if I don't have any?
The clearest and easiest answer is, no, I don't have any allergies.
What if I'm not sure? Maybe I reacted to something once but don't know what.
That's a good point. Never guess. If you're unsure, say that. I'm not sure, but I once had a reaction too. And describe it briefly if you can. But definitely state any known allergies clearly.
Okay. Safety question number 2 usually involves medicine you're already taking, right?
Correct. They'll ask, are you taking any medicine? Or maybe, are you on any medication?
And this means everything, like prescription drugs, but also vitamins, supplements, over-the-counter stuff.
Yes, everything.
Okay.
They need the full picture to avoid dangerous interactions. So be precise. If it's prescribed, yes, I am taking daily medication for blood pressure, for example.
Or if it's just something simple.
Yes, I'm taking over-the-counter cold medicine.
Yeah.
Or just, yes, I'm taking vitamins. If you're not taking anything at all,
Then the clear answer is,
no, I am not taking anything right now.
it's actually quite amazing how these few question and answer pairs cover so much critical ground. Symptom, duration, safety.
Exactly. If you can handle these exchanges clearly, you've really mastered the core of the medical consultation. And remember, take your time answering these. Accuracy is key. You're doing really well just by learning these structures.
Okay, so we've got the individual phrases and the question flows. Now let's try putting them together in some mini dialogues, like role plays. We'll do 3 scenarios building up to a full visit.
Good idea. This really helps see how it all connects. Let's start with that very first interaction. Often it's not even with the doctor first, right? It's the receptionist or maybe a nurse.
True. Okay, let's set the scene. You be the receptionist, I'll be the patient arriving.
All right. Clears throat slightly. Good morning. Do you have an appointment?
Yes. Yes, I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30.
Okay, could you just fill out this form, please? And what seems to be the main reason for your visit today?
I have a really bad cough and a sore throat.
Okay. And how long have you had the cough?
I had the cough for about 5 days now.
All right. Thank you. Please take a seat.
See, that little exchange before even seeing the doctor covered the logistics, the appointment, the main symptom, cough, sore throat, and the duration. 5 days. And notice the sentences were short, clear, perfectly fine.
Exactly. Efficient communication.
Okay, scenario 2. Let's move into the exam room now. This time, let's focus on describing pain, maybe something quite sudden and sharp, using that pain scale we talked about.
Good one. Let's say it's sudden stomach pain. I'll be the doctor this time.
Okay, I'm the patient. I'm feeling pretty rough. Takes a breath. Hello, doctor. I have a stomach ache.
Okay, thank you for coming in. Can you describe the pain for me? Is it more of a dull ache or is it sharp?
Oh, it's sharp. Definitely sharp pain. It started really suddenly last night.
I see. And on that scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the worst possible pain, How bad would you say it is right now?
Um, right now it's maybe an 8. It's pretty bad. An 8 out of 10.
An 8, okay. And do you feel nauseous at all, or have you actually vomited?
I do feel nauseous, yeah, but no, I haven't vomited.
All right, thank you. Let me just examine you.
Okay, pause there. That interaction really showed how useful that pain scale is. I didn't have to struggle for lots of descriptive words, just sharp, and the number 8 gave a lot of information quickly.
Exactly. Rely on those tools like the pain scale when you need to describe intensity. It simplifies things. Right, scenario 3. Let's do the full cycle now. From the initial problem, through the screening questions, getting advice, and importantly, understanding the final instructions, especially about medicine dosage.
Okay, this is the whole visit in miniature. I'll be the doctor again, you be the patient. Ready?
Ready.
Good afternoon, come on in. So, what seems to be the problem today?
Hello, doctor. I have a fever and just a terrible headache. The fever started yesterday.
Okay, a fever since yesterday and a bad headache. I understand. Now, before we go further, just a couple of quick safety questions. Do you have any allergies to medications?
No, I don't have any allergies.
Okay. And are you currently taking any other medicine at all? Prescription or over the counter?
Yes, actually. I am taking an over-the-counter painkiller for the headache.
Okay, taking a painkiller. Got it. All right. Well, based on what you're telling me in my examination, I think you have a bit of an infection starting. I recommend you get plenty of rest for the next couple of days and drink lots of water, lots of fluid.
Okay. Rest and water.
Yes. And I'm also going to give you a prescription for some antibiotics to clear this up.
Oh, okay. Antibiotics. Thank you, doctor. How often should I take the new medicine?
Hmm.
Asking for clarification.
Good question. You need to take one pill 3 times a day. Make sure you take it with food. And you need to take it for the full 7 days, even if you start feeling better sooner.
Okay, let me repeat that. 1 pill 3 times a day with food for 7 days. Repeating for confirmation.
That's exactly right.
Okay, I understand. Thank you very much, doctor.
You're welcome. Take care now.
Okay, that dialogue covered everything, but that last part, confirming the instructions, is so important. Repeating it back like that, 1 pill 3 times a day for 7 days, is a really good habit.
Absolutely. It confirms you understood the dosage, how much and how often, and the duration, how long. That prevents mistakes later.
So those key phrases there, the doctor's instruction, take this medicine 3 times a day, and the patient's confirmation, I understand, thank you. Or even better, repeating the key details.
Now, we focused a lot on clarity, which is absolutely number one. But especially in a professional setting like a clinic, how you say things matters too, right? Tone, politeness, that helps the interaction go smoothly.
Oh, definitely. Your tone of voice can actually affect how well the doctor understands you, believe it or not. So tip number 1 is about your tone. Even if you feel absolutely awful, try to keep your voice calm and speak slowly.
Why is that so important?
Well, if you sound very rushed or, panicked, it can actually make it harder for the doctor to clearly hear the important details, like your exact symptoms or how long you've had them. Speaking slowly gives you control and ensures they catch every word.
And it probably just makes the whole interaction feel a bit more, I don't know, respectful and professional too.
Exactly, which generally helps things anywhere in the world.
Okay, tip 2, saying thanks, especially at the end.
Yes, a simple, clear, polite ending is important. Always try to make eye contact. Maybe offer a small smile if you can manage it, and say thank you when the consultation is over.
And what about when they give advice, like, you should rest?
You need to acknowledge that you've heard and understood it. Using phrases like, thank you, I will, or okay, I understand is perfect.
It closes the loop, basically. Shows you got the message.
Precisely. It saves them having to ask, did you understand?
And tip 3, using the word please.
Ah, the magic word.
Yeah.
Yes. Anytime you're asking for something, asking the doctor, the nurse, the receptionist for help, for clarification, for anything really, always try to add please.
So instead of write that down, it's can you write that down, please?
Exactly. Or could you check my details, please? It's such a small word, but it makes a huge difference in the overall feel of the conversation. Makes it much more positive and polite. Okay, but we have to be realistic. Sometimes, even with the best intentions, communication can break down, right? especially if you're a beginner or maybe the doctor has a strong accent you're not used to.
Yeah, that happens. So you need some tools, some phrases ready to go to fix the conversation quickly.
Absolutely. And knowing how to ask for clarification isn't embarrassing. It's actually a really important communication skill. It shows you're engaged and want to understand properly.
Okay, so what's the most common problem? Maybe the doctor speaking too fast.
That's a big one. Yeah. Doctors are often busy, short on time, but you have the right to understand everything about your health.
So what's the fix? What can I say?
Be direct, but polite. Use that magic word we just talked about. Please speak a little slower.
Just like that. Please speak a little slower.
Yep. Simple, clear, polite. And don't wait until you're totally lost. The moment you feel the speed is too much, just gently interrupt and ask. It actually saves time in the end because it prevents misunderstandings.
Good advice. Don't wait. Okay, another common issue. You miss a key word. Maybe the name of a medicine or part of the dosage instructions.
Yes, medical terms, drug names especially, can be tricky, long, unfamiliar. If you miss something important, you absolutely have to ask them to repeat it.
What's the simplest way to ask?
The easiest fix is, could you repeat that, please? Works every time.
What if it's a specific word I miss, like the medicine name?
You could be more specific. Could you repeat the name of the medicine, please? Or, an even better strategy, especially for medication names, is to ask them to spell it.
Ah, like, could you spell that for me, please?
Exactly. Could you spell the name of the medicine, please? That ensures you get it exactly right, which is crucial when you go to the pharmacy. It shows you're being careful and precise.
That's a really good intermediate level tip, spelling it out. Okay, last problem area. You understood the words, but maybe not the exact meaning or instruction.
Right. Like the doctor says, take this twice daily, but you're not sure if that means morning and night or maybe any 2 times.
Or whether you should take it before or after eating.
Exactly. You need more specific detail. You could use the simple phrase again. Can you say that again, please? Or ask a more targeted question to clarify the specific point you're unsure about.
Like?
Should I take this with food? Or does twice daily mean morning and evening? Or is it okay if I take this before I go to sleep?
So the main point here is don't leave confused. If you're not 100% sure what you need to do, especially with medicine, always ask another Croton.
Always. It's your health. Asking for clarification is the responsible thing to do. And honestly, these little fix-it phrases are tools you'll use in English all the time, not just to the doctors. They build confidence. Okay, time to put you, our listeners, to work just a little bit. Let's do a few quick practice drills. We'll give you a situation or a prompt, and we want you to say the answer out loud, wherever you are.
Yeah, actually saying the words helps lock them in. We'll give you a moment to think and speak, then we'll give you the answer. Ready? This is just practice, no pressure.
All right, drill number 1, symptom naming. Imagine you have that kind of dull, annoying, constant pain just in your head. Using the vocabulary we learned, how do you tell the doctor? Say it now.
Mentally counts a few seconds.
Okay, the clearest, most common phrase is, I have a headache. Simple. If it was really bad, you could add an adjective. I have a terrible headache. But I have a headache is perfect. Did you get it? Well done. Okay, drill number 2. Responding to advice. The doctor has just told you, I want you to drink plenty of fluids and try to stay home from work for 2 days. What's the simple, polite way to show you understand and agree to follow the advice? Say your answer now.
Mentally counts a few seconds.
The best, easiest answer is, thank you, I will. You could also add a little confirmation like, okay, fluids and rest for 2 days, I understand, thank you. But just, thank you, I will is great. Hope you said that one.
Drill number 3, talking about duration. The doctor asks you, so when did this feeling of nausea start? Let's say it started about 6 hours before your appointment. How do you answer clearly, focusing on how long it's been? Say it now.
Mentally counts a few seconds.
Okay, a couple of good options here. You could say, it started about 6 hours ago, or using that other structure, I've felt this way for 6 hours. Both are excellent because they give that precise time frame. Did you nail the duration? Fantastic.
All right, last one. Drill number 4, asking for clarification. The doctor finished explaining how to take a new medicine, but they said the name quickly and you missed it. What's the most polite phrase to ask them to repeat just the name of the medication? Say it now.
Mentally counts a few seconds.
You could say, could you repeat the name of the medicine, please? Or even better, using that spelling tip, could you please spell the name of the medicine? Asking clearly like that is much better than guessing later. How did you do on that one? Great job practicing.
Wow, we've actually covered a lot of ground today. The main goal was really to take some of the anxiety out of that doctor's visit in English, making it feel more like a manageable conversation by using, well, strategic simplicity.
Yeah, we built up that key phrase, bank words like appointment, fever,
Mm.
making that distinction between pain and ache. We looked at the whole flow of the conversation, but from describing symptoms
Using that 1 to 10 scale for pain.
to answering those crucial safety questions about allergies and current medications.
And importantly, we didn't forget about those moments when things get confusing. We gave you those essential fix-it lines like, please speak a little slower, and could you repeat that, please? Those are lifesavers sometimes.
Absolutely. So now the next step is really up to you, the listener. To make this stick, you need to practice. Try imagining you're at the doctor's and actually say these sentences out loud.
Yeah, maybe replay the scenarios we did and practice both roles, be the patient explaining the problem, then be the doctor giving instructions.
That active practice is what turns this knowledge into real confidence for when you need it.
And that confidence really comes from knowing you have something to say, even when you're feeling unwell or stressed. You now have a clear script, a strategy. You really are equipped for these kinds of medical conversations in English.
Just remember this. Getting good at this kind of communication isn't about being perfect the first time. It's really about persistence. Keep practicing these core phrases. Make them familiar. Because often the most important phrase isn't the most complex one. It's the simple one you've practiced so often that it just comes out naturally when you need it most. Keep at it. The right words will be there for you.